Now you mentioned Drake, and you mentioned how he still has the bars. He still raps one of his most famous songs. I mean, hopefully this doesn't turn into that for Yasin Bey, Most Def, however you see him, where it turns into him putting a song about him. Because we saw what happened with Back to Back. So hopefully it don't go that way. But mentioning Back to Back, is this the year? Is this the year that we see for Joel Embiid? Is he going to be back to back MVP? 35 points per game, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 53% from the field, and the Sixers are a top 3 team, which most didn't expect them to be. Do y'all see this being the year back to back now for Joel Embiid?
I mean, as long as he's able to keep playing in games, that's the main thing, you know. Because the new rule now is you got to play certain games to qualify for MVP, and he's already missed a bunch this season. So, yeah, the numbers are great. Every time he goes out, he's dropping 35, 40 points a game. So, as long as Philly's up there and he's able to keep playing and stay healthy, I think he can get it. Um, like his next competition is probably Shea and Jokic, which um, I don't know if they'd even consider giving Jokic the MVP. Like he's at the LeBron stage of MVP voting, where you could just give it to him every year. Like he's almost averaging a triple double this year, and that was good enough to win when Russell Westbrook did it. Forget about that guy. But I think this year, I would love to see Shea get it, but like you can't doubt what Embiid's doing. Like he's averaging 35, 11, and he's doing it with assists too, like 5, 6 assists a game. So I think if he keeps it up, he can go back to back.
I would agree. I mean, I think he's most likely going to get it because of the fact that they lost James Harden and everyone kind of wrote that team off, and they were talking about trade rumors all year. And the narrative is there. The narrative is there. Now he's playing well, and Tyrese has stepped up, and he's going to get a lot of credit for that, and he deserves some credit for it. So I think he will. He's likely to win it if he can play enough games. If he doesn't sit out, if I had to bet, knowing him, he's going to sit out just on the cusp, just be on the cusp of that game limit. I don't know if it's like 16 games or 15 games. He's going to sit out just around that number and just qualify is what I think. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, hopefully, him chasing his MVP doesn't cause them to lose him in the playoffs and he breaks down in the playoffs because, with him, you never really know. He's got an injury history. So hopefully that's not the case. But I do think he could easily win MVP this year. I think it's between him and Shea. I think there's a 2-horse race. Him and Shea are the guys that are the front runners. I'd love to see Shea win it too. I prefer to see Shea win it primarily because he's not hunting fouls in every possession. Joel is not fun to watch because he hunts foul in every possession. It's just extremely frustrating. But that doesn't take away from how great of a player he is and what his impact has been on that team. So yeah, I think he's very likely to win it. He's the favorite, and as long as he plays enough games, he'll win.